Alright guys, another day working on the Dirtier 30. So last time, the last time that I was filming, I got most of the AC system all ready to come out. I'm just going to pull it through the firewall. I'm going to pull the booster out. That's pretty much just, oh, it's hanging there. So we're just going to, that'll come out. It's almost out. There's Kevin working on his Oldsmobile 350 diesel. Anyway, I'm gonna pull all these ABS lines out. I may even start grinding off all this stuff that we're gonna shave off and getting the rest of this rust out. But yeah, that's gonna kind of be pretty much that little bit. I'll see you guys in a few moments. Day here working on Kevin's brand new car. So as you can see, he has parts taken off. The motor's out. I don't think we got that on. Yeah, we didn't get that on video for you guys, but because we were just trying to kind of get it out. But Kevin, if you could kind of explain what's going on here.
I'm just pulling off the rest of the accessory stuff. We got all the oil cooler lines off, oil cooler plate. Working on getting the injection pump out, all the exhaust, stuff like that. I got to take the timing chain cover off here, but I'm gonna have to get an impact that's like 1 16" for the bolt. It's really weird because I can't do much until I get that off. But it's just a game of like.
Why don't you just get like a 30 millimeter?
Do we have one?
30. Brad has one, I think. Anyway.
So long story short, I'm just trying to get all the rest of this junk out of the way.
She's crusty. Look at these crusty lifters.
So it's sat with water in it, about 2 gallons of water. So I'm gonna be interested to see what the crank looks like. So hopefully we can save it.
If it's still a crank.
If it's still a crank. So it's just a game of getting all these tiny little shit bolts out.
All right. We'll let you finish this. Look at his cute little workstation he made here for his stuff out of the area so he doesn't get his shice everywhere. Hold on. So Kevin, I'm videotaping. Explain what's going on here. I know we kind of went over this already. There's cylinders pretty screwed up. The rest are okay though, decently okay. They just got to be rehomed.
So from what I've noticed, it seems as though someone went through this engine not terribly long ago. I think it looks like the heads have been done already. They're new valves, at least. Like they're pretty new. Everything's pretty new in here. It was decked. It had Velcro gaskets.
Here's a lifter.
The lifters are like brand new.
They look pretty brand new.
Brand new.
Show the cam. Show the audience the cam. It also looks pretty new. But the problem was And this is a big thing that we kind of want to hit home for you guys. Is like the guy didn't put, whoever built this,
not Loctite or torque. The rod caps correct.
So these rod caps were just loose like that.
They were pretty much hand tight when I took it apart.
Yeah.
As you can see, it literally squished the bearing flat. You can see right on this
right
edge.
there.
This is what it's supposed to sort of look like, and then it grew in size about, I don't know, 10 or 15%.
So these are junk now.
These are junk.
And that caused the crank to be pretty messed up, as well as all these.
All the rod caps.
Yeah.
Or
and then
these are savable. But
yeah. Those are you gonna
You don't need to hone it. There was only one that spun around, but only moved like a couple degrees, so it's not like I need to replace it. All the hard parts are fine, except for the crank.
So we're gonna go to the crank now. There it is again. V8 diesel. The office is getting a lot more done. Anyway, moving on to our crank here.
You can see the mains are fine, but
So
the rod
here's our main.
The rod journals are completely dick holed on literally all 8 of them.
Yep, all 8 are. And then you can see the annulus.
The anus is full.
The annulus.
But see how perfect
Where
it is?
the
This
oil
is what
goes through.
aggravates me. This is literally perfect.
And then this one is wow.
But the thing is like the main journals are what create your oil pressure. So as long as, that's why oil clearances are so important. But a lot of people think that your oil pressure comes from the oil pump, which it doesn't. You only get about 5 psi out of your oil pump. It just picks it up and shoots it through the block. And then when that annulus, when it has that leading edge on the ellipse, that tapered annulus is what actually creates the pressure against the bearings. So that's where all your oil pressure comes from, is your main journal on the crank. But for some reason, well, what happened was these got so beat, they filled up with the bearing material, and then there's no oil flow. So then it just kept making the problem worse. And it happened on all of them.
And the mains get the oil flow first.
Yes.
So
So that's why the mains are savable, and that's why the block is still good.
yep.
Because if the bearing had seized to the crank on the main and spun around the inside, then the block would have been no good. Well, you could have line honed it, but that's like, there's way too much machining involved in a block. You can find something.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep on. Kevin's gonna keep on with the project here. So try and see if that crank can be saved. It probably can't, but we'll see. But the block is probably gonna be either like just drill honed or honed, professionally honed. We have a shop that'll do it for like $200, jet wash it and all that stuff, and then the crank's probably like gonna be $100. They're gonna see if they can save it. If they can't save it, we're gonna have to get creative.
Yeah.
So here we are, honing the block. Kevin, do you kind of want to explain for a second?
Sure. So we originally wanted to professionally hone the whole block, but it's a little bit too much money considering that this is like the worst engine ever made. So why dump all the money into it? It'll shut off.
That's fine.
Is it overheated?
Probably.
Okay. So we're drill honing this whole block because it's really not worth putting all the money into it, because it is kind of a piece of shit engine to begin with. But the only reason we need to really hone it is because 2 of the cylinders are completely pitted because it's sat with water in it. Actually, they're not coming out too bad. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Here's the one with a lot of pitting. It's the worst one. And here's the one with a lot less things wrong with it. You can see that we kind of have that cross hatching in there. The angle's not exactly correct, but it's a drill hone, so it's not going to be right. And this is a before.
It's actually looking really good.
And this is an after. So it's looking really nice. This is not something that you should really be doing on anything like newer. Anything like
with real tolerances.
Yeah, anything after like 1990 or something like that shouldn't really have anything like this. But people back in the day used to do this to like 350s and stuff like all the time. So, yeah.
So we're kind of
Usually pay for this, but this is fine to just kind of, you're not,
get it running.
if it's not a race car, I wouldn't really worry.
I mean, this
about
is
it.
a 5.7 liter engine, makes 105 horsepower, so it's not really stressed.
Yeah. It may smoke a little bit if we leave some of the pitting in, but it's not a big deal. All right, well, let's get back to it.